All right, if you're just tuning in to our ladies' night out, calm down, ladies. Cocktail, drink your cocktail, be fine. And we're asking, how do we fix our country? Since, I mean, it will be a tall order, right? Accommodating over 200 million people in any country. So we do not have a choice. We have to fix Nigeria. We can't have a plan B. All right, so please let us hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join this conversation. Tweet at us at WishAfrica1 with the hashtag WishShow, or send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-84663. All right, so the phone line is open now. But please, when you're calling in, turn off the volume of your television set and just talk for like a minute so we can keep it short and have more people call into the show. Thank you. All right, so Uti wanted to respond to Lami before we went on a break.
Everything that Lami has said is right. But guys, the definition of insanity...
Can you your voice so I can hear you?
The definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again
and expect a
different result. I'm sorry, Lami, but it is a cop-out to tell me that people do not know the basic difference from wrong and right is a cop-out. It is easy to say that somebody doesn't have... If that guy that has been sleeping under the bridge, if somebody comes to him and tries to steal the 1 naira that is in his pocket, he knows to shout ole. He knows that it is wrong. So no matter what, everybody knows right from wrong. You can choose to sit and say, you know what, it's the politicians, it's the lack of education, it's the what. Instinct comes even in babies. They know when they are doing right from wrong. Let us stand at our doorstep and take ownership of our nation. If we continue to blame, it is okay, go for it. But you are not going to get anywhere. There are orphans who raise, who fight, who struggle, who sell, who hawk, who do whatever it is to get themselves out of poverty. There are different ways. But there's also the opportunity to continue to buy into the same narrative. And that's what you've just done. We can't continue like this. Nigeria cannot afford another 60 years like this. We know there are informal ways for education. Not all education is classroom, sit down, ABC, 1, 2, 3. It is not. But if we continue to give this narrative, we continue to empower the people who say, you know what, because A has done wrong, I am licensed to do wrong too. Where is it going to ever get you to right? It cannot be. So when we say it, I know, we say it. And it's not even a lie, because on social media, we say, where is the lie? You have not lied. But let's draw a line in the sand.
Absolutely.
If we truly want to make a change, we keep saying it. The government did not fall from the sky. They did not.
Uti, hold on. This Western world, right, and developing countries, what is the difference? Why is one working and why is the other one not working?
Do you have an answer to that? It's your kind.
You know the simple answer?
Yes.
It's the rule of law.
Simple.
Listen, Uti, there are consequences. You know that even we as Nigerians, when we go abroad, the moment you land on that soil, your attitude will change. Because you understand there are going to be consequences for you when you step out of line. Even in England and all these countries we talk about.
Yes, Lami, I hear you.
Uti, hold on. When there are no laws, when there are no consequences, it is innate. It is innate for a human being to step out of line when there are no consequences.
Absolutely, it is innate. But the same people...
The only reason why it is working for them is because of the rule of law.
I agree.
In Nigeria,
Lami,
so how do you
it is the rule of law.
Right?
But if you call 100,000 Nigerians into this place today, all of us will agree that Nigeria is not working. But none of us want to take action.
Because
so what are you saying? Is it rule of law?
There's inequity and there's injustice.
Hey, so how about you start with the change? You be the change you want to see. Let's even start from there.
It is not possible. 200 people who have been weaponized with poverty cannot all sit down on the same table and think the same way you're thinking.
Okay, hold on. Let's continue. Take your drink. Let's continue. Let's take Benedict from Lagos.
How many people do?
Let's continue.
Benedict, are you there? Take your drink.
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Nigeria will not kill me.
Go ahead, Benedict. We can hear you.
Hello?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello?
We can hear you, Benedict, from Lagos. Let's
Hello,
hear you.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear?
We're losing him. Okay, calm down.
I'm calm. Now, see, ladies, the key thing here is we know that there, like Uti said, we have formal education and informal education. Back in the days of old, what we had was that we had education with the function, with the mindset that every individual that comes out of the educational sector or the education sector will be able to function as a full-grown individual. Today, we do not have that, but we have what we call informal education. And because we have informal education, what do? We can actually carry our children and put them out there, let them learn one skill or the other. But we have decided that we have the entitlement mentality to decide, okay, the government has not provided this for us, the schools are bad, we should wake up and smell the coffee. It's important because the moment we think that, okay, the government owes us A, B, C, yes, they are responsible for us. But there is one thing, we are also responsible for the government. The government we put in place, the government who represents us, and we are the government. If we do not stand up and speak the language of the people or the language that is right, to be able to say this is right, this is wrong, which we have been able to, put the gray areas over the black and the whites of late, or for God knows how long, until we are able to do that. And it starts with our community. Back in the days, they would say, oh, Mama, let me use another name. Mama Isa has entered in, Isa has gone into that house. Oh, Isa, what did you go and do there? But today, what do? Because Isa has gone into that house, we will say, oh, it's none of our business.
Let me take Bayo.
Mama Isa will be angry.
Bayo from Akure, thank you for joining us.
No ownership responsibility. So who is fooling who?
Bayo, are you there? Oh, the lines are jammed. Oh, sugar. Bayo, are you there? Can you hear us? Hello?
Hello.
Thank you for calling. Let's hear what you have to say, please.
Oh dear.
Oh, she's too. And the lines, the calls are just coming in.
Coming in.
Okay, so let's take a chill pill.
Oh, I'm chill. It's going to get better.
Okay, so it's tough, but I hear Lami and I hear you and I hear you.
Absolutely.
In all honesty, I believe that personally, we are not ready for this change that we're asking for. That's what I feel. Because it is in our actions that will tell us. I mean, there are some things that you do not need the government for.
Exactly.
At all. But I think we have Bayo again. Thank you, Bayo, for calling. Let's hear what you have to say.
Oh, thank you very much. I love the energy of these ladies. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all that you're doing.
Thank you.
You know, it's good to talk about Nigeria. But you know what? It's difficult when you have leaders who are not showing right example. That is the first problem. Today we are going to have constitutional review all around Nigeria. Do you know who is going to be the chairman of that constitutional review?
No.
Is the same senator who came to steal the maize in the National Assembly. So what do? That's the same person who does not respect the Constitution, who is now going to give us the law. So what are we doing? What does that mean? When you have leaders who do not show example to who are following them. So that, look, it is actually lawless to be lawful in a lawless society. Look at the road. See driving on the road. The problem of Nigeria, my sisters, is the mindset. The mindset of an average Nigerian is lawless. Myself, I could just said it. When you get to London, when you get to the UK, immediately you land on the floor of that airport, your mindset changes. Absolutely. You know there's a camera watching you. You know you can't, there's a speed limit. How many roads in Nigeria have speed limits? Have you been to a road in Nigeria that you see speed limit and people are respecting it? Go to all our cities, you see people riding bikes on the highway without helmets. Who cares? Who holds them accountable? So the problem is the mindset. Until the mindset of the leadership of Nigeria changes, it will trickle down. Look at Idiagbo. When Idiagbo gave us war against indiscipline, everybody was disciplined. Yes. You can't just pee on the street. But today, you can pee even in the government house. Nobody cares. It is the mindset.
Thank you, Bayo.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Bayo. All right, so Uti, you have a comment quickly because we will bring this topic next week. Will be that.
Just don't bring me.
I will bring you.
So the comment says, well done, Uwa Uti and team. My name is Tomilola from Ogba. The first thing to do is for us as a nation to obey the word of God as written in 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land. Then all those that will assume any public office must be God-fearing people, including all Nigerians too. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. All public and government officials must be accountable to the citizen for all that they do. The issue of embezzling billions of naira by a single government official and nothing is being done must stop. Any corrupt government officials that are found guilty must be banished to a secluded island for 10 years with hard labor. Let's start with the above first. Thank you so much, Tobilola.
All right, I think we have Ayo. Ayo, are you there?
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for calling us. Let's hear what you have to say.
Yeah, so your topic is like the big one. How do we fix Nigeria? I think we all agree Nigeria is not working. Yes.
Absolutely.
So we need to agree the problem is systemic. So it can't be fixed by an ordinary Nigerian on the streets. An ordinary Nigerian on the street didn't cause the problem today. The problem was created by the rulers, just like Jerry Fowler said on the other day.
Yeah, on
I watched
Monday.
it. Yeah. So we don't have leaders. The last caller said leaders have to change their mindsets. They can't because they benefit from the rot. So we, the average Nigerian, I support Lami's argument that the individualistic mindset we have in Nigeria is the one causing our problems. Because we don't care about the poor person on the street. And the leaders have an objective, ruin still. You don't expect them to change. So until the middle class, in quote, if we believe we have a fading middle class, begin to change our mindset and help the poor people on the streets and gather and educate people on the street and tell them that you have a constitutional problem. 2, you have an arrangement problem. Everybody clamors for restructuring, but the poor man on the street doesn't understand restructuring. People on the street don't even believe in one Nigeria.
At all.
But we, the middle class, believe in one Nigeria. Do you understand?
So.
So the middle class has to educate people.
Absolutely. Thank you so much,
Nothing else.
Ayo. Let's take one final comment.
They don't believe in one Nigeria. They're educated enough to understand that one Nigeria will not work, but they don't know right from wrong. Let's continue.
All right, let's take a comment from Isi. As well.
Okay, and this is from Raphael from Zaria. So his name is Raphael Akori. He says, it is unfortunate today in Nigeria, any effort made to advise the leadership is met with stubborn resistance and was viewed as a challenge to the authority or disloyalty. The solution to our problems is not about big grammars, but we need a visionary leader to lead the nation in the right direction. We need a Lee Kuan Yew of Nigeria to provide the change we need. Now, if I
Okay, sorry. Sam from Port Harcourt, you know, once we open the phone lines, it's tough for us to have anything in.
Okay,
Are
I
you
would like
there,
to
Sam?
respond to that as well.
Yes, I'm there.
Thank you for calling. Let's hear what you have to say quickly.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to talk about the declining rate of the Nigerian government not being focused on education. Let me just talk about the universities. The way the universities are being neglected, and that is the bedrock where you have most of our students now. They are just at home. They are not paying attention to them. They just kept them at home. There's no plan to really capture them at the university level. I don't want to talk about the primary schools. It's a total failure. And when you don't catch them young, how can you catch them when they're already old? At that basic level, you're supposed to at least create a plan to harvest their brain at that young age. Right now, we are talking about unemployment. We have graduates from university, they pack everybody in NYC camp. After NYC service, they put them in the streets. And the youth is the strength of the nation, and we are being neglected. And once you are neglected, crime becomes a hope you kill onto. Me, I'm just trying to focus on the youth now, because we are just there, waiting patiently. We're like a time bomb. The NSAS protest came, ended with a sad note. Something else is coming that is not even being planned for.
Absolutely.
Now we have South complaining about insecurity. The youth is the key. And we are just there, we are just wasting our energy.
And they're not paying attention on them. Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you so much, Frank. All right, so watching that video, I can say that the poor commit political crime, yes, but only with the instructions of the political leaders. That incident on the railway could be masterminded by those politicians who don't want that project to work. Lami, Uti, and Isi, you have 1 minute each because we ran out of time.
Oh my goodness.
So let me come to you, Lami, quickly. I said we have 1 minute each, so we ran out of time. Quickly, if you have your final thoughts, let's just hear it.
I would say education, education, education. That's it.
Absolutely.
Formal education.
Absolutely.
Formal education for the first 16 years of the lifetime of a child. Formal education.
Absolutely. Isi, let me come to you.
For education, I want to respond to what the young man Ayo talked about. Now, for those who are at home doing nothing, for those in tertiary institutions, look, there are lots of lots of online courses you can take online where you can get certified. Education is about you being able to solve a solution to the environment.
Find a solution, yeah.
So if you're able to sort or find a solution to a problem, you are educated. It's not about certification now. You just own the certification for you to show proof that you're able to do this. So please go online and start learning.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Uti, let me come to you.
Some people can't even get online. And apprenticeships, there's always a solution. There's always a way. There's always,
There's always a way.
it's a level of determination. I watch young people on the streets become vulcanizers. I watch people. I mean, nothing is ever ideal, but it is a easy way. There's always an easy way and a hard way, and it's easy to just fold your hands and accept the narrative. We're not saying that the narrative is not bad, and we're not saying that it doesn't exist, but there is always a different approach.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I would say that let us learn the difference between constructive criticism towards any government and attack on any government, because most times when you hear people coming out to say you have failed as a government, the next thing the government is saying is that you are trying to it's treason, you're trying to, ambush the government and all sorts. They call all sorts of names. That's not it. When people come out to criticize a government, it's because they have failed in what you're doing. So even us as citizens, let's be smart enough not to allow government politics, play and knock our heads together, right? If this person is doing well, it will show. If the person is not doing well, it will show. So let us be smart enough to say that, yes, we are able to constructively criticize a government that is not doing well. And let's have one voice. I mean, the only way we can win and fix this country is if we have one language, one voice. That is the only way we can win. All right, so happy birthday to Jimmy, our director. He directed us tonight. Woo, 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 woo. Cheers!
Happy birthday, Jimmy!
Cheers, cheers, cheers. He's such a wonderful director. I waited to the end of the
Yes.
show to wish him a happy birthday.
Absolutely.
Jimmy, we love you. We love you in ways. We love you, we love you, we love you. Mwah, happy birthday.
More years to come.
More years to come.
Yay.
All right, so Ways was birthed from the need to inform, inspire, and influence lives towards action. And this year, we started our CSR focus on curbing unemployment in Nigeria. So if you're a company, please partner with us by allocating internship slots. And if you're a job seeker, keep watching Ways and follow us on all our social media handles, as this will be an all-year-round engagement. So tell your friends to keep all eyes on Ways. From next week, we'll begin to announce some of the companies that are available for internships. So if you have people that we can fill in those slots. All right, so if you missed today's quote, here it is again. Problem only gets solved when you stop ignoring them. I mean, the kidnapping is one thing that we ignore too long and see where we are today. So we should stop ignoring problems. We'll see you live tomorrow at 8 p.m. as we bring another great conversation to your screen. Enjoy.